If everybody can, just go ahead and mute yourself out, and that will help with our background noise. And I'll double check to make sure that everybody is muted, except for our wonderful guests. Let's see here. All right, and Jenny, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Hi, guys. Are we recording, Brian?
Yes, ma'am.
Making sure. I'm not going to push any buttons. I don't know how to work this from my phone. Hi, guys. How is everyone tonight? We had some awesome people jump on the call with us tonight, thank goodness. It was kind of a doozy, but that's okay. We got it conquered easily. I invited Amanda Dickerson on the call. I know that she has been on one of our conference calls before, and she told her story, but I asked her to jump on tonight and give us 10 of her top business tips for us. Amanda, do you want to take it away?
Sure. So my number one business tip is to know your why. And I know that we repeat this often and remind you all the time, but it really is super important to know your why, a big why. Your why should make you cry. And I've heard that before, and it's so true. And I always like to tell my team that. So know, why did you join Plexus? What is it that you want to accomplish? Did you join to be able to quit your full-time job? Do you want to be financially free? Do you want to go diamond? So know your why and always remind yourself of that, and always go back and visit that throughout your journey. Also, set small attainable goals to build up to your big goal and write those down. Make sure that you keep track of those goals and give yourself daily tasks to complete to reach those goals, and celebrate those small goals as often as you can, because that's really important too, to celebrate the milestones as you work up to your bigger goal. Next, stay in communication with your sponsor. So it's really important to stay in touch with the person that you joined Plexus with, because you trusted them to sponsor you, and they really wanted you on their team for a reason. So they're there to help you goal set, train you in leadership, and just get you plugged into all the great resources and help you overcome any fears you might have. So it's really important to stay in touch with your sponsor. Next, I had stay plugged into your team pages. Once again, those are awesome resources. In your team pages, you can search by keywords. You can put in a little search bar something that you're wondering about or have a question about, and all of the posts in the past will come up, and you'll be able to get your question answered rather quickly. You can also ask questions in the team pages, and they're also great for morale, celebrating successes, and just all kinds of great resources and information in there. My number one favorite is using three-way chats and following the process that your leader has laid out for you to be successful. Those are usually, your leader will have a process that they've followed or that they've learned from that will help you be successful. And it's important to follow that process to a T so that you can also be successful. And part of the process that my leader taught me was using three-way chats. And I swear by them. I train my team, daily on those. And they're really important because you don't have to know anything before you start to build your business if you're using three-way chats. You don't have to be afraid of anything. All you really have to do is invite your friends to hear more about Plexus and pull somebody else into that conversation who knows more than you do or who can confirm what you're saying or give that third-party validation. So three-way chats are one of my favorites. Next, share Plexus daily. It's important that you are sharing Plexus on social media, in person. You're wearing swag when you can. For those of you who are new, that's Plexus gear, hats, water bottles, sweatshirts. But make sure that your audience, whether it be online, on Facebook or in person, knows that you are serious about Plexus and it's not just a fad. It's not just something that you're doing for a little while and you're gonna, stop. So make sure that they see daily that it is a part of your life, that you're passionate about it, that you love it, that you're consistent with it, because then they'll be more apt to join you or ask you questions about it. Expand your knowledge of Plexus always. I'm still learning new things 2 years later. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about the products and the ingredients in the products, as well as learning about network marketing and running your own business and things like that. So never think that you know everything there is to know about Plexus, and always leave room to grow and learn more. Always leave time for personal growth and development, whether it's reading a leadership book, participating in leadership groups that your leaders or sponsors might host, but always, a lot of this journey has a lot to do with the person you become on your journey. And you'll grow into the leader that you need to be at the time you need to be that leader, if that makes sense. So, you're looking at all these big goals. I want to be an Emerald Ambassador. And throughout your journey, if you do all these things, you will grow and develop into the leader that you need to be an Emerald Ambassador. So always take the time for personal growth. Income producing activities. You'll see a lot of us post this as IPAs. Make sure that you have a list of income producing activities and be sure that those really are income producing. I know for a long time I thought browsing Facebook, checking my messages, texting back and forth with my team was income producing. It's not. You should always be reaching out to new people every day and sharing Plexus with new people and not waiting for them to come to you. And making sure that you're making a list of these income producing activities to do every day so that you can stay on task to reach your goals. And my last tip, I think I'm on number 10, believe in the products, be a product of the products, be consistent, taking your products and in your business, believe in the company and yourself, and don't be afraid to dream big. I mean, bigger than big. So those are my top 10 tips.
Yay! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I had to unmute my phone because I've been running around acting crazy. Those were awesome. I should get with you on the three-way chat thing because I need more training on that myself personally. Just saying. We didn't do a lot of those when I started.
Give me a call. I'm happy to help.
Yay! Okay, Rochelle, I'm going to turn it over to you. Where are you?
I'm right here.
Trying to find you. Yay,
Hi.
I see you.
Thank you, Amanda. I love those. Amanda's helped me so much too. So thank you for sharing your tips.
You're welcome.
I'm with you on three-way chats. The girl will probably have you back doing a whole three-way chat call.
I'm serious.
Right. So tonight I'm Rochelle Watkins for anyone who doesn't know me, but I am introducing our health testimony guest tonight, who's going to be Heather Goodwin. And Heather is a dear friend of mine for many, many years. And she was actually one of my very first customers when I started Plexus last year. And she's just been a huge supporter of my business and the product. So she has a great story. So Heather, when you're ready, I'm so happy for her to share it with us.
All right. Well, hello. I'm a little nervous. I don't do speaking in front of people very well. I started obviously with Plexus last January, so it's been just over a year that I have been using the products. To give you a little background, I had dealt with mood disorders for a long time and had done many medications. Just prior to Rochelle and I talking about Plexus, I had just been to my doctor for a prescription to help me sleep because I would sleep maybe 2 or 3 hours a night, and that was about it. So when Rochelle kind of approached me about Plexus, being that I have known her for 14 years as my child's pediatrician and also as a dear friend, I trusted her. I knew that she had done the research. I knew that she knew what she was talking about. So I decided, why not? I've tried millions of other weight loss products. I've never lost the baby weight from my almost 15-year-old son. So I thought, okay, we'll do this. So I started off with the Slim and the Accelerator. I did that for about a month, and then I added the Bio Cleanse and the probiotic, and that was where I saw my biggest success. I used those daily from January until April. Easter Sunday was when I really noticed a big difference. I've never been, and I've never done measurements. I try to stay off the scale because it's just not my friend. But between January and April, I lost between 7 and 9 pounds. I knew mostly I had lost a lot because of how my clothes fit. That was my biggest indicator. And so I have continued to use the products, and I'm still working on the weight loss, so that's good. But the other benefits for me were I took my prescription sleeping pills for 3 days and never have touched them again. So that's been huge. My moods, my energy levels are great. I am a physical therapy assistant, so I am always on the go at work. I notice a huge difference. I'm not tired during the day, so that's a good thing. I recently, my husband and I, during Lent, we fast from sun up until dinner time. So Plexus has been huge for that because it's maintained my blood sugar during the day. This was the first year in 5 years that we have done this that my husband and I have made it the full 6 weeks without eating because, I didn't get sick, which I have normally done in the past. My health was just so much better. And this week, I got my husband started on Plexus, so we'll see how that goes. But overall, it really has been life changing. It's the only thing that I found that has worked for my, mood and my sleep, and has also helped with my weight and my body image. So, Rochelle, thank you very much for introducing me.
Oh, you're welcome. Her photo we shared tonight was I think I was the first one to see her photo because I think we're all our own critic. I know I do it too, but this is why we say, and I tell you, compare photos because you don't see it yourself, even though Heather was saying, I see it in my clothes, and I remember I saw her a few weeks later, and I could see it in her face and everything, but she didn't see it herself. But when she sent me that picture, and it's the middle photo in the photo we shared in the graphic, wow, there had to be a ton of inches lost, like a ton, and for non-scale victories, I just remember her messaging me early on about how good she felt, and it's just been amazing. So Heather, thank you for sharing with us tonight. I know that was making you step out of your comfort zone. Well, hopefully her words encourage somebody else because she encourages me daily to keep going in this. So I appreciate everything you do, Heather. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
Here we are always making people step out of their comfort zones when we do our
Absolutely. Jenny and Brianne make me do it, so it's time to pass it on to someone else. Sorry, Heather.
That's how I feel. Brianne makes me do it all the time, so I'm like, oh, well, we'll just throw it out there for everyone else to, be on the spot. Okay, do you guys have any questions for Amanda or Heather? You guys can unmute yourselves if you do. No one has any questions, guys?
I came on late, so I'll have to listen to the recording and then see if I have any questions for Amanda.
Well, I'll throw something in there. Heather, real quick, talk to them about when you first started Accelerator. Remember how it kind of made you feel funny and then how that worked out?
Yes. I know the instructions, I believe, say 2 tablets. And I had to tweak that because as I was taking it as it was directed, I was getting lightheaded and kind of dizzy and nauseous throughout the day. So I a lot of the products I've had to tweak how I take them for myself, just because of the way they kind of make me feel. But that once I went down to one capsule, and I just recently restarted the accelerator since we were fasting, and I've got to kick my metabolism up a bit. And I'm doing the one tablet, and I've had none of the side effects this time around. So
and you're doing that after lunch, right? You found that
yeah,
to be
I do mine after I eat. So I highly recommend that follow the directions, but if it's not working, don't give up. I know when I started the X Factor, I kind of had some issues with nausea, so I had to tweak when I took that during the day as well. So, but now I take them and no issues.
I'm the same way. I have to take my accelerator in the afternoon after I eat lunch, because if not, it makes me kind of feel bleh. Yeah. And X Factor too. I'm the same with X Factor. I would tell you guys, as an experience, sometimes you have to work with the products to find out what your niche is. Like, you have to find your niche with the products sometimes. Like, I have customers that are like that too. So it's not that you shouldn't take them. It's just finding out when the best time to take them for your body is. So.
Absolutely. That's why Heather's so special. She stuck with me as I was learning it until we tweaked it, until we got it right.
We did. I was your guinea pig for a while.
Thank
all
you.
Right.
That's okay. We can experiment. Brianne, do you have anything to add?
I don't. I love that you mentioned that, Heather, because I think it is very important to listen to your body, and everybody's body is different, and you might find that you do have to tweak it based on what your customer needs are. So, if you know that you're more, I guess I would say more sensitive to things like caffeine, or like I'm like that, a cup of coffee will shoot me completely over. So if you know that your body is more sensitive, just maybe hold off or instruct your customers to kind of start out slow, even with a half a capsule. But it is important that you follow and really stick to what works best for your body, because everybody is completely different. So thank you so much for sharing that, Heather. We appreciate that knowledge. I don't really have anything to add, except for I am super pumped and super excited about this month. We have so many promotions on the cusp, so I just want to keep rooting everybody on. If you yourself are looking for a promotion or wanting to rank up, definitely make sure that you're reaching up to your upline or your support line for help. That's what we're there for. We're there to help support you, guide you, and we want you to succeed. So anything that we can do to help, make sure to reach up to us. The other thing is, don't forget about the wonderful coupon code that Plexus has shared with us. That is good until April the 15th. And I know, Amanda, you kind of spoke about this earlier, the importance of reaching out. And reach out to people who you think could benefit from our products. Share that customer code. Encourage them to go in and order. There's nothing to lose. We have that 6-day money back guarantee. Really, they have a wonderful opportunity to take advantage of a good discount. So, but I think for me, that is all. I'm so excited to see how this month ends. I'm so proud of you guys. I have seen so many wonderful things, and just watching everybody grow. And I mean, I've said it before, but I think that we, as a whole, our team just brings so much to the table, and there's so much diversity and knowledge. So it's just incredible to be on this journey with you guys. So thank you so much, Rochelle and Jenny, for hosting tonight's call. Thank you, Amanda, for sharing, and Heather for sharing. And I hope you guys have a great night. If there's no more questions.
Thank you guys so much, both of you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Bye, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.